Boring!
I want you to join with me.
Down with the red coat!
Turn down in the Queen's name.
On this glorious, glistening, sunny, shiny, beautiful, warm day in Sofala, Rebellion 2023, made even more beautiful and glistening and gorgeous by this lovely organiser, Sasha Cody. Sasha, tell me all about the festival. Congratulations, by the way, on a wonderful turnout. What do you think of it?
It's a cracker. This is the Rebellion on the Turon, and this is what it is all about. It is a celebration of the history of this region, of the colour of the district and all of its weird and wonderful offerings. We've got circus performers, we've got traditional, beautiful, old machinery, authentic to the times, we've got wonderful home cooked food, we've got games, we've got senses of humour, we've got ridiculousness. It's all happening today, it's right here and it's amazing.
Well, look at this. I have to say, you stand out in the crowd, made from real gold, as you can see, Sofala gold here.
Yep.
Beautiful big wheel.
This is the best form of transport. It's better than a horse. You don't have to feed it.
You don't have to
It's
feed
nice
it.
and comfortable. Lovely. You
So,
go along distance.
what do you call this fine thing? Is it? It's a unicycle, is it?
That's a penny farthing.
It's a penny farthing. So can you explain to me what a penny farthing is? Thank you very much. Over to you.
Well, this is the first basic bicycle in the 1800s. So
Right.
the front wheel is so big because it's no gears, it's direct drive.
Whoa.
So it enables you to go faster because the wheel is bigger.
Hard work, is it?
Yeah, it's hard work, but it's good fun.
Yeah. And the wheels themselves, they're made of solid
Yeah, the tyres are solid rubber.
solid rubber all the way around, lightweight, and a nice saddle. It looks a bit like a leather, like you find
Yeah, it's a nice leather saddle.
on a horse, yeah? And you have a little one behind there. What's that little wheel behind there now?
The big wheel's a penny and the little wheel's farthing.
Is that why it's called?
Called.
So why is it called a farthing? Do you know?
No, I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Okay. Right, okay. And you've got brakes here as well to
Yeah,
stop it from
brakes.
going down the hill.
Pushes on the front wheel there.
And you've a little bell as well.
Yeah.
Does it work? Let's see. Very good. Yeah. Now, I have a question. Would you mind terribly if you'd hop on this fine penny farthing and go for a little bit of a spin?
Yeah, that's fine.
And then we'll see you in action.
Yep, sounds
Just
good.
don't fall off, because if you fall off, I'll probably laugh, but I don't want to laugh.
Yeah.
Good man. This beautiful lady has just perambulated past me, and I had to stop her. Vicky, all the way from the Rebellion. You're looking fantastic today, darling.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely gorgeous.
I'm on my loop frame Coventry cycle from John Kitchen Bicycles. John built this bicycle to the original patents. It dates to around 1876.
Right.
And it was a lady's bike because it has the looped frame, so that accommodates my skirts.
So it means that your skirt doesn't get caught in the spokes. That would be a
Exactly
fairly
right.
uncomfortable experience for you.
And the chain is on this side and it's covered, so again, my skirts can't get caught.
Yeah.
To put it in perspective, this would be in today's dollars, something like your very top range Mercedes-Benz. So only...
What's that? Is that a car? They haven't been invented yet.
No, but that's to put it in perspective.
Oh, in the
Put it in
perspective.
perspective, yeah.
Right, sorry.
So in other words, this was a wealthy woman's cycle. And as I said, John built it to the original patents. It was the first vehicle ever to have a differential in it, as well. So
And could you give us a little blast of your horn there before you head off there, Vicky? It's almost disgusting, isn't it? A bit vile. And who said women never ever farted? Huh? Who said that? Continue there, Vicky.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Onwards. Have a great day, love. Thanks, Vicky. So here we are now. I thought I'd draw your attention to a gentleman who sits here every day as the world passes him by. He's seen a few rebellions in his time. His name is Goody. He's a proud Australian man. He sits here reading his paper, minding his own business, spitting at the English that walk past, and don't you? Yeah.
Oh yes.
So you've seen a few of them. You do?
Well, absolutely.
And why do you hate them so much?
Well, my granddaddy was Irish.
I believe so. You have a strong, you're a handsome man. You've got the fine features of an Irishman, yeah.
And my mother was Scottish.
Good combination.
We don't like the English.
No, good red blood in you. And did they move over here? Did they come over here on a ship a long time ago?
A long time ago.
Well,
They
okay.
did, yes. Yes, a long time ago. And they weren't remittance people.
No, they weren't. So come here to me, Goody. You've seen a few rebellions over the years. Do you reckon today's going to be a good one?
It's been great so far, and
Yeah.
I can hardly imagine it'll get better.
Are you going to get involved? Are you going to join us in unison? Grab that stick of yours, go up there and poke it in the eyes of the English.
Well,
We have your back.
I don't know, I may do.
Yes, that's a yes. Irish people always say no, they won't do it. When the backs are turned, you get in there.
Is
In
the
like Flint.
cat o' nine tails any good?
Yes, that'll do.
I'll get my cat o' nine tails.
Put it there. Good man. Right, Goody. On we go. In this beautiful little village, the oldest existing miners' town, gold mining town in Australia, Sofala, August 2023. And I'm joined here by the honourable enemy, the big red, silly looking pansy English, what do you call yourself? Who cares?
I'm not English,
With his
I'm
big
Scottish.
fancy, and I'm going to ask him a couple of questions. First question is, why do the English have big, silly cannons firing stupid little pebbles in the middle of nowhere for no reason?
Well, actually these are designed for attacking enemy troops, usually the French, in this case the Irish. And
What that what's to mean? All right, go on.
yeah, that's it's you.
Right.
So basically, this is an 1820s carronade barrel. It was manufactured in 1820 at the Falkirk Works in Scotland. It's been mounted onto a field artillery platform to make it more manoeuvrable and motivated, because artillery in the colony of New South Wales was hard to come by, and they often converted naval guns like this type of one into field artillery, because there wasn't, until the 1870s, there wasn't a dedicated artillery unit here in Australia. So members of the New South Wales Corps or other regiments later on would take that position. It's called a smasher because of its short barrel and large ball. So it,
I like the sound of that, yeah.
it has an 8-pound ball it fires,
Right.
or it can fire canister or case shot against anti-personnel.
Now, what do you
As
mean?
we-
How do you mean anti-personnel now? Can you be more specific with that?
It fires small musket ball size projectiles in a large number, and as they come out, just like a shotgun, they open up, and it's designed to take out as many of the opposition as you can.
How many now? How many now would you be saying in one go? No.
It's very much dependent. I couldn't say how many each shot would take out, but if you were fighting against French line infantry, as we were most of the time in that period, they would be coming at us in a massed rank. So you would cut a swathe through that rank, and you could kill 10 or 20 men in one shot.
But how many
Maybe more.
Irishmen would you get out of that, do you reckon?
Oh, probably one, because they're too quick moving around.
Ah, you see, there you
Yeah.
go. Right. Boring!
Let me know if that went off.
You've got a story for me. What was you going to tell me?
I'll be telling you what this day's all about.
What day is this now?
In this very ground we're standing on, 170 odd years ago, when the miners who had found themselves as finally as free men could come out of that hellhole called Sydney Town, and find themselves up here earning an honest quid down in the fields, digging into gravels
With their bare hands?
with their bare hands and the occasional pick,
Alright.
and they were getting the gold, all of their own sweat and labour.
Was there a lot of gold to be found, do you think?
There was gold for everybody, but things got a little bit tight.
Really?
The government, they couldn't say how much gold did you get so they could tax it, so
Yeah.
they said, I know a cunning plan. How about we get every man, woman and child who
Right.
is on the gold fields
Right.
to be paying 30 shillings a month.
What?
30 shillings
You're
a month.
kidding me!
30 shillings
The
just for the
dirty
being
old- dirty English.
There was. There was
Filthy,
no
filthy
justice
crowd.
whatsoever. They didn't swing a pick. They didn't get their hands filthy at all.
Little soft hands on them.
It was, and now that it's getting a little hard to find the 30 shillings,
Right.
not that like it was in the easy days,
Right.
then we're finding it is time to say
Right, you
enough.
two, move along.
Enough. You see,
Right, here we go. You see?
Move on. That's right.
Go
Move on.
What do you
move
want
on.
here now?
We're here. We're the honest grafters.
We're having an amicable conversation between two gentlemen here, not like yourself, all dressed fancy in your red, whatever you call
Look
it.
at that county.
See your
Petty
mining
code.
Look at that
licenses,
county's
please.
buttons. How many buttons has he
Where's your
got?
mining
Oh,
license?
you must be.
Oh,
a,
it's at the time. Oh, hang on.
you must be a general.
Left it in your other coat. I've heard
I
that
have
one
put it in my
before.
coat. See the coat over there?
Yeah. If you don't clear off,
I tell you what, because we've had a gutful, we're not taking any more of this.
Nah.
And I tell
I'm
you
sick
what,
of it.
if you try to let that cannon frighten the people once more, then you'll be hearing from myself, me friend, and all the lads. And
all
then
I'm saying.
you'll see what you're up against, I tell you.
You'll be asking
This will be a rebellion like you've never seen.
You get your guys ready. There's a trouble of brewing. Trouble of brewing. Watch this face. Go in your fancy pantsy. Accents and your little voices and your little choir voices. I tell you, it takes a real man to take me on. I feel down very shortly down the end there now with me sticks. Go on, go on. Off you go now. So things are beginning to heat up here. I can feel a rebellion in the air. Let's go down and see what's happening.
Come closer! Come in, my lads! Hey, don't
Come on,
be
in close,
frightened!
we'll have a chat. Come on in.
These guys here with their pretty uniforms, they're
Yeah.
taking the food out of your wee bairn's mouth. They're
Right.
taking the hard-earned graft
Right.
of honest gold miners. 30 shillings a month they want
We
per
can get-
woman, per man or per child. Oh, we're not gonna take that. We've had enough of these lads here coming out from dear old Blighty, thinking they can rule the roost, throwing people in irons for doing no more than
Right, mate.
dodging their filthy 30 shillings a
Filthy
month.
animals.
It's
Filthy
inhuman. 30 shillings. Do you
30.
know how much bread that would buy you?
How much, mate?
Come on, lads. I would buy you more bread than the whole village could eat in a week.
You're kidding me.
30 shillings.
Holy mother of
every
Jeannie.
man, every woman, every child.
Way.
We won't have it.
We
and
won't
I tell
have
you
it.
what, with good red-blooded
English,
men like
Canadian.
yourselves and women and your bairns,
Yeah.
I want you to join with me.
Come
We'll
join us.
march on these guys, and they can't lock us all in chains.
No.
There's not enough of them. So there's strength in numbers.
Come
Do
on.
I hear you now? Give me your
Come on,
voice.
do it.
That's it. I want to hear you.
Do we have your back?
Give me your big voice.
Come on.
I'm not gonna take
You're on the
it.
red coat. Are we going to...
This is your one chance to show what you're made of. Onwards, onwards, down the main street. Come on, lads, go in. Their fancy clothes. Who do they think they are?
Take it out.
more taxes! Order!
Come on, me!
I'm following you! Yes! They're getting hoarse!
No more taxes.
Join us. There's strength in numbers.
No more taxes!
No more taxes.
No more taxes!
Down with the red coat.
Down with the red coat!
No more taxes.
No more taxes!
Down with the red coat.
Down with the red coat!
Down with the red coat.
Down with the red coat!
You big smelly rotten eggs.
No
No more taxes.
more taxes!
No more taxes.
is the voice of the people. We're not going to take the taxation from these redcoats and all that they represent of their old mother England. She's not my mother, I tell you that for nothing. Stand down in the Queen's name. In an unlawful assembly. And I don't mean righteous assembly, I mean rebellious sedition. What? Good people, we are prepared to listen, but we'll have reasonable people step forward, not rebel raisers like this man. Is the redcoats behind me? Behind me are armed and will fire on you. Our sovereign, the Lord, the King, chargeth and commandeth all persons being assembled immediately to disperse themselves and peaceably depart to their habitations or to their lawful business for preventing tumults and righteous assemblies. God save the Queen! Save the Queen! Are we going to listen to this? Company, recover arms! What? You rebel raiser!
Hold the line! That's right.
Let's beat him up for a while and then we'll send him back.
As you can see, he's still alive! He's still alive! Because I'm home! Stay in there!
Are you ready to race? Get set, go! Go, 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 go! Go, go, you can do it! Let's go! Bye, look up! Ready, go!
More power! Oh, just! You are the judges, okay? I want to hear it. Number 3!
All right, Elmer first.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Sofala. Is everybody ready? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Welcome to Sofala!
welcome to Sofala!
I'm a love
Was it a love song? Why didn't you hold your little hand now and go on fairly?
I'll hold your little hand.
I'm talking to this gentleman here now. No, way now. I'm talking to this gentleman here now. On now. Well, I don't know about you folks, but I thought we did a pretty good job of rebel rousing this year, taking on the redcoats, huh? What do you reckon? Go on! I'm looking forward to doing it again all next year. See you now. Okay. Now, could somebody kindly get me out of here, please? Has anybody got a key? Guys, Anybody here? Hello? Hello? Oh, here comes the rain. Just what I need.